I just played in my first ever chess tournament and I'm 26. And I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. So let's go to the day of the tournament. Heading there now. The tournament is at Marshall Chess Club, which is a very famous chess club in New York. It's very old. I'm rated 1000 on chess.com. You might be wondering, why are you entering a chess tournament when you're rated so low? Well, I googled what rating do you need to enter a chess tournament, and they actually said any rating. So I said, okay, I'll sign up. And this is a women and girls chess tournament because I wanted to feel like I'm in a safe space for my first time. My expectations are pretty low. I don't know if I'll win any games, but I don't want to like self-sabotage and like play like I already think I'm gonna lose. I just want to try as hard as I can. I'm not comfortable with the time limits, so we'll see how I do with that, like the 30-minute games. Just for background, I started playing chess like 7 months ago, so I'm very new to it. I randomly got a chess set for Christmas and I learned how the pieces moved, and I've just been obsessed with it since. I've just been like watching a bunch of YouTube videos and playing chess.com a lot, and I thought I gotta take this a little bit more seriously, so I signed up for a chess tournament. I prepared for this chess tournament by just like playing a lot of chess.com games, and I just wanted to know a few openings that I could do. So I made sure I prepared one for white, and I only know one opening, which is the London. And I learned it from Alex Banzia, the YouTuber. He's really great at explaining the London. And then I had an opening for black against e4, which is the Caro Kann, also learned from Alex Banzia. And then I like knew that if someone played d4, I would try to play the Queen's Gambit declined if they played the Queen's Gambit. If they played the London, I guess I would try to use my London knowledge and go against it, but I didn't really prepare that. So I headed over to Marshall Chess Club. I walked inside, I checked in with the arbiter, and then I checked the screen in the lobby that shows who you're paired with, and it says what board you're at and what the rankings are for who you're paired against. And I basically just went to my board and waited for my opponent to show up. Here's what it looked like inside the room. And yeah, I was really nervous. Testing out the pieces, messed with the clock a little bit to try and learn about it. And yeah, eventually I started playing. And the first game was pretty quick. Was she protecting a square with a bishop? Maybe. I just trusted her when she said checkmate. I was like, okay, yeah. I didn't even look. Game 1. Yeah. Just played. Probably got down to minute 12 for me. I got checkmated. Did not see it coming at all. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been checkmated. She was really sweet. She was so small. I don't know, she said she started playing chess when she was 6. I thought she was 6, so she's probably 9 or something. And she was like, you played really well. Try to use less time next time. And I was like, absolutely. I feel like I need to focus more, because during my first game, all my thoughts were like, oh my god, I'm playing in my first chess tournament, I'm playing my first chess game, this is my first chess game. And that was like everything going through my brain versus like my bishop is hanging. So my next game's goal is just stop worrying about being in a chess tournament. Game 2, I was up against a 1000 rated player. We played for the entire hour, and I am really proud of my game. I ended up losing on time, but I felt like I was way more focused, and I really loved this game. I realized in my third game I need to move a little bit quicker, and I did, and it worked out well for me. I ended up winning. I got a nice checkmate, and I was very nervous because I kept thinking I'm probably doing something wrong, but I didn't. So I'm really happy. I'm gonna get my rating in a few hours apparently. One thing you need to know about a chess tournament is that there will be a lot of kids. Truly every person I played was a 10-year-old girl, and they're really good at chess. Yes, 2 of them beat me, and then I beat the 3rd girl. It doesn't feel as good to beat someone in chess when they're a 10-year-old girl. They are really good, so I actually was proud. I was proud of that win. One thing I quickly learned about at the tournament was writing your moves down. I had heard about this. I didn't really prepare for it, and it showed because I was desperately trying to figure out like when to write my moves down. I was going so slowly and like trying so hard to remember what move they had made, and like I had so many question marks, and like I would spend my turn like trying to figure out, wait, what move did they just make? My memory is so bad, but I eventually got used to it. You can see here it's so like all over the place. But this is really helpful because when you get home and you want to analyze your game, which I learned you should do, you can just type in your moves on chess.com/analyze and then look through and see what the engine thinks of your moves. I made a lot of bad moves. I made some good amazing moves. So yeah, this was really helpful. So basically how like the tournament works is they had this digital screen up in the lobby and it showed the pairings. So everyone kind of waits out there to see who they're gonna get paired with. And then you just go into the little hall, find your board that they said you were gonna be at, and then you sit down, and then your opponent sits down. Then the arbiter will come in and be like, okay guys,
start the game.
Whoever is black will press the middle button, and then the white moves first and then hits their clock. And then there's some shaking of the hand, I think, like before the black hits the clock. All the chess games are really, really quiet, which was interesting to get used to. I kind of wanted to like small talk during my games, but I was playing against 10-year-olds, so I like actually couldn't small talk at all. Yeah, it's just like silence for like up to an hour. For me, it was kind of hard getting used to like the time controls. I had only really played 10-minute games on chess.com and like some 30-minute games online and some in-person games. So I was really trying to get used to like these 25-minute games. The second game I played, I lost on time. Then the third game, I like was actually pushing myself to like make my moves quicker, which ended up helping me because I checkmated with like 10 minutes left. So I definitely I think I figured out my time pretty well. So I played 3 games in my tournament. I lost 2, won 1, and then I went on the uschess.com federation website, and my rating was up in like a couple hours, and it's my first ever rating. And I think it was 872. I don't know how they figure it out, but I think because I beat like an 850, it's like a little bit higher than that. But this is a provisional rating, so it is gonna change. I think you need 26 tournament games to get like an official rating, so I hope it goes up. I'm gonna definitely go to more tournament games. I think it's an amazing way to get better. I already feel like I've gotten so much better at chess just from that tournament. But yeah, that's my goal, and I'll update you guys.